I have Suge Knight here, speaking out from jail about the Diddy case. Let's get into the news.
And good morning to you, George. Long before federal prosecutors put Sean Combs on trial here, his chief hip-hop competitor told us that Combs was known in the industry for some of the very conduct that could now put him in prison.
Can't nobody hold me down. Oh, no.
This morning, as a fourth week of testimony begins in the Sean Combs trial in New York, his West Coast rival and Death Row Records founder Suge Knight is speaking out from behind bars in California, telling ABC News Combs' sexual appetites were an open secret beginning in the 1990s.
If that's the case, then the lawyers, the judges, the politicians, everybody knew, because all those people were fucking with him. Remember that vote or die thing when he was fucking with the politicians and he was trying to get people to vote? He was fucking with the politicians then. He was all in their back pocket. So they know he had to have something going on.
Capricorn Clark became Combs' assistant after working for Knight and testified that on her first day, Combs took her to Central Park. He told me he didn't know that I had anything to do with Suge Knight, and if anything happened, he would have to kill me.
A lot of people might say, well, Capricorn could have did anything else she wanted to do. She did try. If you go get a job at Universal and probably make a phone call, you're not getting that job.
People have to understand one thing about Puffy. He does have a street element about him that a lot of people don't know about. His dad used to be like some type of big-time drug dealer or some shit like that, and he got caught up in some case, but he's been around that type of shit, so he knows those type of street tactics and little slick shit. Plus, he came up under a dude named Andre Herrera, who groomed him for that business side that he has now.
If you go get a job at a talent agency or in the movie business and Puffy makes that call, your career is over.
Knight has come up during trial at least 50 times. Another former assistant, David James, testified he once spotted Knight at Mel's Diner in Los Angeles and was then forced to accompany Combs, who he said was armed, to confront him.
If there's anything suggesting that I was doing anything illegal, I'm going to say definitely not.
He probably was, because, not trying to be funny, but that was at an all-time high in the 90s. Them niggas was beefing. It was all type of shit going on. People was getting killed and people's chains getting snatched and jumped on and all type of shit.
Who spoke to us from a California prison where he's serving time for a fatal hit and run, expressed some sympathy for Combs.
I don't feel that they should take Puffy and lock him up and throw away the key. I think he can do so much good right now. Him telling the truth about the industry.
I agree with him on that. But I still agree that his ass should be fucking locked up for that shit he was doing. Man, this nigga operating like that for 30 years. Not only that, all them doctors and shit that was giving him all them pills and Viagra and all this shit, everybody need to be locked up. He right, though, in one aspect, the politicians, everybody. But we all know they not going to lock all these people up. They just going to get him and everything going to go back to regular business as usual. Well, anyway, tell me what you guys think. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys back here in another video.